So I lived in China for 3 years, and I moved with my mom after my freshman year, going to high school in Columbia, South Carolina, and we moved there. And I went to Shanghai Singapore International School, um, and it was like a huge culture shock for me because like a lot of Asian people haven't seen like African Americans before, so they were always staring and like I'm in like multiple family like photo albums for like a bunch of Chinese people because like I take pictures of like their babies and their families, so it was definitely like it was a lot for my first year. And so I lived there for 3 years and I learned a little bit of Chinese. I know how to write it and speak it. Um, and I got my international baccalaureate diploma from my school as well. So,
So, but you lived here growing up and then just went to high school
mhm,
here?
I lived here for 14 years.
And then, so how did you make your way to USC Aiken?
So I applied to um, a I applied to about like 4 or 5 schools, and so I got into USC Aiken and College of Charleston, but the College of Charleston one got lost in the mail, so and I didn't see it until I accepted USC Aiken, and so I didn't really know a lot about USC Aiken, but I knew it was kind of like a small campus, which is what I was used to growing up. Like all my schools are pretty small, so I knew that it wasn't gonna be like too much of a difference. I feel pretty comfortable.
And so when you got on campus, you've been involved in several different aspects and groups and all. So what are you
Mhm.
involved in here at USC Aiken?
So I was in student life. I worked in a student life office as the Pacer Fanatic student coordinator for 2 years, and I basically helped plan a lot of events like Pacer Madness, a lot of basketball games. I helped out getting like the crowd, basically interacting with them. Um, and then I also helped with Pacer Union Board for a couple events and homecoming, um, and a couple other things. Yeah.
So after your, during your sophomore year, there was announced that USC Aiken was going to have a men's cross country team for the first time in 20 years, or close to 20 years. So how did you go from, I know you ran earlier, but how did you make the connection with, Coach Darn and become part of the team?
So I was hearing a lot of rumors about like we were gonna get a cross country team, and when I saw that, I think it was a couple months. I think they announced it in January of my sophomore year, and so I saw Coach Etheridge, and so I emailed her, and I was just like, hey, I would love to join because I've been running for like my entire life, so and I would love to get back into it. So I emailed her, and then I think the next day, I met her, and she was really nice and very welcoming, and I was just happy that she was gonna allow me to run. So
So what's it like going from not competing for a couple years to a collegiate cross country team?
it was very hard because I had been I actually was bodybuilding for a year, and so I hadn't ran since high school. So it was about 2.5 years. So it was a big step because I had never ran an 8K before. We always did 5Ks. So it was very intense, and like I wasn't used to running like 4 or 5 miles just straight. So yeah, it was tough.
So what, first, your first year, last year on the team, give me a highlight or two from that. What was your favorite moment?
Um, I would say my favorite moment last year was basically like how everyone was, which is like always that's always been on a cross country team is always like family. So like we're all always pushing each other, and then like I would say like when we go to like the hotels, we're always like in each other's rooms, like whether we're just like helping each other stretch or like playing card games. It was just really fun, like being with everyone, and most of us were like I guess I don't know if it's because we weren't used to the 8K yet, but some of us were injured, but we didn't let that, like, we would always like help each other and like say, hey, it's gonna be okay, and like just push through it. So
And, coming out of high school, did you think that you're ever going to run again, at least competitively?
no, I didn't think I was going to, because when I saw like UCA didn't have like a track or cross country, I was kind of like, dang, like I'm not gonna be able to run ever again, and so I was kind of sad, and then that's why like, I really didn't like run on my own anymore. I ran sometimes, but I was just kind of like, I guess it's over. So like hearing that we got a men's cross country team, it really like put like some light back into me, and felt a lot better.
And so going into your senior year, what are your thoughts, expectations for this year, and how do you want to go out?
Well, I want to go out strong. Coach Etrich, she's over the entire summer. She's like had a whole workout plan for us, and coming off my injury, I feel a lot better than I did last year. I feel a lot stronger and stable. So hopefully this year, um, I hope to get around 30 minutes or 31 minutes for an 8K. Um, and she's helping us every week. Like we're always putting it all into practice, and she's always encouraging us. So.
You said you stopped running because we didn't have a cross country team or a track team or anything like
Mm.
that. Is that when you transitioned into bodybuilding? Did that like push you towards that as a different outlet?
Yeah, because I think during that time it was becoming like more and more popular, and I was just always like on my phone, like on Instagram, I have like fitness stuff like running and bodybuilding. So I kind of like shifted my focus to that, and I got pretty good at it. But when the cross country, when I saw it was coming back, that was like really my true passion. So I didn't have like a problem like stepping away from that and going back into running.
What was it like bodybuilding? Because I know it's kind of a something that a lot of people don't understand fully or really know
Yeah.
much about.
It's really a lot about discipline. So I did it for about a year and a half. And really I guess it's kind of hard because most people don't have like that mentality to like wake up every day and like just go to the gym. And so I kind of just used like the mental toughness that I had from running, and I was just like, I'm going to go like every day, and that's what I did. And I got pretty big too. Like I gained like I think 20 or 30 pounds in about like 6 or 7 months. So yeah. It was definitely worth it though. But I mean, I think it did. It kind of I think affected me my first year of running because my knee did have some problems, and I think that was due to like losing muscle like in my legs. So when I started running again, then longer, it was kind of I think it affected me a little bit, but it's gone now. So
Cool.
Do you think that's something you're going to go back into possibly after college, or do you think you're going to do like cross country type races like half marathons, or?
I would like to do a half marathon. I think the longest I've done is an a 15K, which is 9.2 miles, I believe. So I think I do kind of want to like maybe if this is possible, I do want to try and go for like the Olympics team, like maybe a heptathlon or one of those. I do want to do bodybuilding again, but I do want to see like how far I can take my running career after college. So I might try to train and then go to Oregon and see what I can do.